While in the middle of renovating their home, a married couple found something that will turn their lives upside down. Soon after cleaning up the first and second stories of the house, little did they know something surprising would catch their attention while cleaning up the basement. They got intrigued by the things they found while cleaning and started to look some more. However, they had no idea that they need to contact the FBI. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. As they began to break away at the walls, the husband stumbled into some graffiti smeared out across the room. But he couldn't believe what he saw. There was something stuck within the ceiling. He took a closer look and had to rely on his strength and endurance to grab the object and then pull it out. The homeowner did not pay much attention around. He kept going by cleaning the place and then hammering through it, while documenting each step of the journey using his camera. Some of the walls had been partially destroyed when he started to rip down the ceilings. When he continued, he saw something incredible. He eventually noticed that the enormous bulk was a suitcase. He stood for the suitcase and was surprised by its weight. Why would such a bag be so heavy to its size? He decided to call his wife and waited for her to come back home. He started to examine the suitcase and was shocked when he discovered out just how massive this thing was. While it was somewhat small, the secrets hiding inside of it could be huge. At the time his wife was back, he explained to her what he just found. The couple huddled together and brainstormed what could be on that suitcase. Together they opened the suitcase, and nothing showed off at first. They found piles of wax paper encased around rectangular objects. He began to peel off the waxy material. It then appeared on him that he was staring at money. They were excited to start unpacking all the other bundles. They believed that they would get the same thing in the rest of the bundles too. They were thrilled as they started to peel off the wax paper layers, and they had $50 and $100 bills instead. They had so many questions running through their minds. The couple was in wonder at the paper's age. However, just how much was this money value in today's currency? So they contacted the lawyer who helped them estimate the value of all the cash. The lawyer stated that the money they got in the bag was worth around $23,000, but they didn't even know it was not over yet. Once again, the renovator was the only one when he saw the second suitcase. He could not even hold his excitement. How was it possible that he did not saw this suitcase when he got the first one? He waited for his wife to return home to open it again with her. He recorded the whole thing with his camera. They soon discovered something so unexpected that it became appropriate to reach the FBI. But the homeowners were aware that they required to continue going with the renovation, and that what they did not know that the bunches of bills were not the only thing they would discover there. They were decisive in this new suitcase, as there was no way they could forget the treasure they had on the first one. However, the case did not carry the same thing. There were no bundles of cash. Finally, the excitement from the bag filled with money subsided, and they get back home again to finish renovating them on their home. This was when they discovered an external door on the second floor that they questioned before. They opened the door and saw a frightening secret area. This event was full of money lined up nicely. Just how much cash was it now? They could not believe their luck. Just how fortunate were they going to take? They had it valued once more and discovered that this batch was worth approximately $45,000, and they were rich. They were both surprised and shocked again, but this only made them more decided to keep working with the home. There was a hidden door that the dealer informed them about. They feel it that this must be where something small but worthy would go. The room for the water heater was just a trick for the new buyer of the house into thinking it was a regular house. But when the door cracked open, they couldn't believe what they saw. There was a secret room much more significant than they anticipated. He told his wife to stay back, doubtful of what he was about to discover. He started to wonder, and his subconscious went to all places. What could be at the back of this door? Unfortunately, the door was closed by a master lock and guarded with a bolt. He immediately rushed, took a hammer, and started to pound. The room was dark and moldy. What could probably be hiding in there? He did not have any idea that his house was full of mysteries and lies the whole time. It was shocking seeing the items inside the briefcase envelopes packed full of notes from different countries, an ancient wooden box, a jewelry box, rings, watches, and Oz silver ingots. What was the reason for protecting their most expensive possessions? And who were they protecting them from? As they kept looking around the house, they saw something that explained something about its history. As they started to investigate the remains behind them, they found that they had to contact the authorities urgently. They took some photos and recorded all the things they found. After all, this was one event they did not desire ever to forget. They were interested to see what was covered there, so they finally opened the bag and took a peek. It was full of valuables. They got pricey antique jewelry in the form of watches, rings. They saw envelopes full of money from different countries. They saw a black Sentry safe tucked away. What could seemingly be hiding in a secret vault inside a hidden room? He understood that it was not something he would be happy to find. All the items inside looked valuable, but what were they performing in this room that was guarded so well? When he cracked it, he got a note that proved his worst suspicions. Save yourself, but the wording was dangerous enough. But the fact that the handwriting was sharp and the words were written in black ink did the outcome more evil. Who wrote this and what did they intend? He understood that he would only discover the fact if he kept working with his investigation. It was time to involve the authorities. However, the next thing he discovered made him feel that he is not secure. He saw several tapes that came with a written message that stated, "Do not." He could say that these documents were recordings. He felt frightened when he saw this. They decided that it was time to call the police. The homeowner could not hold his curiosity, and this was how he soon discovered out what the tapes contained. After seeing the tapes for a few seconds, he calls the authorities and requested them to come to the house as quickly as they could. The FBI then seized these recordings. The investigation then asked a range of questions about everything they saw on the property. This couple got fortunate in the fact that they were harmless and didn't get any accident from any of this investigation. They did the best thing in reaching authorities. Now they'll forever have their unique personal story to tell. Obtaining all kinds of exciting things in older houses isn't a new event by far. But many people who've relocated into new places have made unusual and sometimes unsettling findings of their own. One instance of that is this man who purchased a house. The initial homeowner passed away and the broker sold the home as is.